left Mississippi in 2006. I sold my home, I moved to Vermont, and eventually landed in New Hampshire for a chaplaincy internship at Dartmouth Medical Center. I always imagined I would return to Durham, North Carolina, where I attended grad school. There was a kind of gravitas here, a strength I felt not only at Duke, but throughout Durham. When I could hardly breathe within the confines of Duke Divinity School, I found air elsewhere in public policy, business, law, and especially at the John Hope Franklin Center for Interdisciplinary and International Studies. Franklin was one of America's foremost historians. His landmark book, From Slavery to Freedom, placed black history where it had always belonged, at the center of American history. And the center, bearing his name, always felt alive with inquiry rather than confined by doctrine, like the Div School. But that gravitas extended beyond Duke. Durham carries a powerful black history, an expanding Latino story, and a long tradition of people creating lives on their own terms. Does that scare you? People creating lives on their own terms, being who they are? The city's symbol is a bull. He stands in bronze at the center of downtown, and you should see his balls. Durham has always felt like a place where a person could become more fully themselves. Authenticity and agency are in the air and the water here. For decades, I have been breathing them in, inhale and exhale, as I've grown into my own. Agency is the power to direct your own life, to think for yourself, speak in your own voice, make your own choices, and act upon the world rather than merely being acted upon. And the Trump movement has shown me what the opposite looks like. I believe many Republicans and conservatives have abdicated their agency. They've let it go, and I don't know how they're doing it. They've surrendered their inner authority to one man. Tell me what happened. Tell me who to blame. Tell me what to believe. Trump didn't create this surrender. He's revealed how many people are already prepared for it. This learned helplessness. And as COVID was easing, I drove from Durham to Roanoke, Virginia to visit a college friend of mine, and somewhere in rural Virginia, I passed a large sign that read, "Fuck Biden." Farther along, a huge four-wheel drive truck appeared with an enormous flag flying from its bed. "Fuck Biden." Well, just yesterday, I wondered whether those same people are now flying flags that say, "Trump fucked B," because that may be closer to the truth. But the cult of Trump has revealed something larger to me, and that is the cult of humanity. Most of us seem remarkably willing to surrender ourselves to the group. We follow the family, the religion, the political party, the profession, and culture. We don't say what we really think because we don't want to rock the boat. We whittle down our uniqueness until it fits comfortably inside what others will tolerate. Then we call it politeness, professionalism, belonging. Stanley Hauerwas, the brilliant and formidable Duke theologian, has been coming to mind for me lately. He was the son of a Texas bricklayer, and carried an unmistakable gravitas and chutzpah into the classroom. And although I no longer share his literal Christian beliefs, for sure, I remember the force of his presence. He began every class with a prayer, though today I might call it more of a monologue about whatever he was thinking. One morning in that undeniable Texas drawl, I remember him saying, "God forgive us, for we are just so boring." And I believe he was right. Human beings are not inherently boring. We become boring by surrendering what is singular within us. We dilute ourselves for approval, for certainty, for safety, and a place within our tribes. Families can teach us to obey. Religions can teach us that submission is virtue. Politics can teach us to hand our judgment to a leader. Any system that convinces us we are powerless prepares us to surrender our agency. Marianne Williamson, quacky as I may sometimes find her, wrote something true, I think. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. And I believe human beings are most afraid of being who we are. Trump didn't make people powerless, but he certainly showed us how many people were already afraid enough of their own power.